Talk about Sir Keir versus Elon Musk. It's been bubbling over the weekend. Elon Musk's been sort of throwing his oar in onto British politics. Sir Keir yesterday, Camilla, finally responded to what Musk has been saying. Are you surprised he did?
Well, it was difficult for the Prime Minister because he was actually at an NHS hospital trying to unveil some proposals about a new NHS app and an upgrade to people trying to get quicker medical appointments. And then it turned into this question and answer session about what Elon Musk had said. I mean, let's be honest, what Elon Musk has said is really incendiary and inflammatory, not just about the Prime Minister suggesting that he's complicit in the child rape scandal. Don't really like calling it grooming. Don't think it does it justice, really. This is about child rape. And also describing Jess Phillips, who's the safeguarding minister, as a rape genocide apologist and an evil witch, which is just... that's not the language we should be using. We also know, of course, that Elon Musk has had a go at Nigel Farage because Nigel Farage has refused to bring Tommy Robinson into the fray of reform. Tommy Robinson has obviously been vocal about this issue, although therein lies the contradiction here, because for all of his genius, wisdom and wealth, Elon Musk doesn't quite seem to understand who Tommy Robinson is and what he represents, which is a misunderstanding that is sometimes seen across the pond, you know, Americans and Canadians thinking that Tommy Robinson is some kind of, you know, misunderstood folklore figure, when in fact he's a convicted criminal and white supremacist who hasn't really done much. In fact, he's currently serving a sentence for contempt of court for nearly disrupting the proper investigation of a child sex abuse gang. So in all of that, one asks oneself the question, should any of us be listening to Elon Musk? Probably not. I mean, he doesn't really have a place in UK politics, does he?
He has a loud, amplified voice, though, actually, doesn't he?
Do you know what I love? The fact that Camilla and I have very different political opinions and we're unified on this, because I think debate is really healthy in any democracy, that we should be able to have different opinions and debate them. But I think where Elon Musk is very dangerous is that he is lying, and the rhetoric and lies and misinformation that he is spreading could have catastrophic effects on Keir Starmer or Jess Phillips. You know, we saw with the riots in the summer what lies and misinformation can spread to, but also we've seen MPs killed, you know, one Conservative minister, one Labour minister. So, yeah, I think, you know, it's incredibly dangerous what Elon's doing, and I feel like he needs to go to bed. You know, you see the time that he's up tweeting. I think Piers Morgan was his latest victim overnight. I did Celebrity Big Brother a few years ago with Maggie Oliver, who was one of the amazing women who kind of brought to light the Rochdale grooming gang. And I know from speaking to her, you know, there was huge mistakes and cover-ups, but I think we need to look at facts. And I think Keir Starmer's speech yesterday, once you kind of remove all the clickbaity headlines and listen to what he actually said, he was really strong. He spoke in facts, and the facts are that Andrew Norfolk, who was the Times reporter, he started talking about the Rochdale grooming gangs in 2011, and that caused Nazir Afzal, who was the chief prosecutor in the North West, to reopen a lot of the cases. And he has praised Keir Starmer for actually changing policies to make it easier to convict these people. And Jess Phillips, I mean, she's done so much throughout her career for women and girls, and I think across any political party, anyone can see what she has done. So the fact that she has come into the firing line when she has devoted her life to supporting women and girls, even the Telford survivors came out in support of her. So I think we have to be very, very careful with what we
shouldn't really be talking about Elon Musk, Jess Phillips or the Prime Minister. We should be talking about the victims. This is the thing that's happened. Suzanne Moore's written a great piece for us at The Telegraph today saying, why are we talking about blokes? We should be talking about the victims of this who still haven't seen justice. If you actually look back, to be fair, it was before Andrew Norfolk, it was back in 2002, the MP Anne Cryer blew the whistle on this and said, what is going on? There's a sort of double crime being committed here, because not only have we had not just teenage, but actually 11-year-old girls raped repeatedly by gangs, which is bad enough in itself. Some of the perpetrators haven't been brought fully to justice. We've got a couple of abusers still living in Rochdale, even though they were stripped of their British citizenship.
Then?
I think we need to have a public inquiry. I don't understand why Labour wouldn't support this. We have public inquiry so that we can hold people accountable for the cover-up. It's not just about holding the perpetrators accountable.
No.
It's about saying, why were these victims, who were hugely vulnerable, living in difficult socio-economic conditions, repeatedly let down and treated like criminals themselves by the police, social services, local councillors, other organisations that should have safeguarded these children, let them down. If that's not reason for a full public inquiry, I don't know what is.
I think it's worth saying that there has already been an inquiry and lots of money spent. And there is the J report came out, and there was 20 points that were made, and none of them have been implemented. So I think what Jess Phillips was saying is let's implement those.
Yeah. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.